What's up, guys, and welcome to the Tim Sports Talk. And today we are hopping into the quarterbacks in the later rounds because it does not look like any of the top tier quarterbacks are going to fall to 19. People are making moves to trade up. They may all go, like the top 5 might all go in the top 8 picks. So being at 19, unless we want to trade the house for one of those top guys, we're probably going to have to settle for a late round draft pick at the quarterback position, and we're going to go through a bunch of them throughout the week. But today we are starting with Kellen Mond. A lot of people have us going ahead and mocking him, whether it be as high as the second round or maybe even the 4th, 5th round. We are going to take a look at what happened. So I like to watch the games against ranked opponents, right? So we went against Alabama, Florida, and UNC in the bowl game. And I watched all 3 of those games all the way through, and to be very, very honest, was not super impressed. But first, doesn't he just kind of remind you of like Dak Prescott? I'm sure it's just like the lighter skin with the burgundy color here. I have this for you. Like, geez, isn't that like the same dude almost? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Who cares? Anyway, on to what Kellen Mond. All right, so Kellen Mond, a little bit over 6'2". I love this 6'2", 4'8", a.k.a. 6'2 and a half, but weighs 205 pounds. Dak Prescott was a little bit bigger at about 225. Also, his hand size is only 9 1/4. Dak has huge hands. His hands are over 10 inches. I think it's like 10 3/8 or something. So the hand size, while it's not huge, it is important because it's how hard, like how well can you grip the ball and how much, like, do you have, if you get hit from behind, are you going to fumble more often? So hand size does give you a little bit of information, and he doesn't have the biggest hands. Usually NFL quarterbacks like to have at least 9 1/2, so it's a little bit small on the hand size. All right, let's take a look at his stats. The stats throughout his season were 19 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 2,282 yards in 10 games. I love the touchdown to interception ratio, but 19 touchdowns in 10 games, you're not even averaging 2 touchdowns a game at the college level, is pretty concerning to me, in my opinion. I feel like if you're at the college level and you want to be good at the NFL level, you should be throwing some touchdowns against weaker skilled positions at the defense at the college level. So, all right, let's go ahead and hop into what I saw on tape. Number one thing that stuck out to me is one of the most important throws in the NFL is the back shoulder throw. Like when Aaron Rodgers to Devontae Adams, they love that throw, right? And it's so important. It's so great because if you can hit them going behind instead of having to go over top each time, the back shoulder throw is really important. From what I saw, Kellen Mond does not do well with an accurate ball to the back shoulder. There was so many times, I would say at least 4 or 5 times that I saw it. I never saw him complete one, and each time he did throw it, it was not, either he wasn't on the same page with his receiver, or at least he was not accurate with it, where he gave his receiver a good chance of catching the ball. What else did I see? I didn't see a particularly fast quarterback or even like particularly mobile quarterback. Not that he has to be, 4.4 or 4.5 speed, but somebody that could at least buy some time or even running for a first down. It wasn't overly fast to me. It's not the end of the world if you can't do that. Like, there are pocket passers in the league, but you would like to see, if you're a pocket passer, a lot more throwing touchdowns, a lot more throwing yards. Just over 200 yards a game, and you're supposedly a pocket passer. Not doing it for me. What does he do well? If you give him time and he can set up and throw a ball downfield, he can make a nice throw, like a post route or something along those. Like, those balls look nice, those balls look pretty, and they're great. But when there's pressure on him, his footwork goes to crap. Back foot throws, choppy feet, and if the pocket starts to collapse around him, he gets nervous. He does a lot of jump throws. And they don't come off nice. They're not accurate. They're not on time. He is not good when the pressure's around him. So Alabama had a field day. Even UNC had a good time against him where they were getting him under pressure. And yes, technically speaking, he won these games. But my man, their running back Spiller is a monster, right? So if we look at Florida, the Florida game, on paper he had a great game. 25 for 35, 338 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. On paper, fantastic game. When you actually go and watch it, the second half of that game, when they were down by 11, they switched to the run game, and Spiller had 170 yards on the ground with 2 touchdowns, and he controlled the second half of that football game. That football game was not won by Kellen Mond, all right? It was that running back, Spiller. He probably had over 100 yards in the second half alone. He crushed it. And it just sucks, right? Because I was hoping that this guy could be, like, a lot of people were talking about him. As I said, he kind of reminded me of Dak Prescott, so I'm like, ooh, maybe we can get one of our own. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to give the no on this one in the later rounds of the draft. If you want to throw a real late flyer on him, like our 5th round pick, I think we have. We don't have a 6th rounder, maybe. But in my opinion, I don't think he's going to have a great career at the NFL level. I don't think he's a late round sleeper that can all of a sudden be a 4th round pick like a Kirk Cousins, Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott. I don't see him coming in to the league and being one of those quarterbacks. So I'm going to have to give it a no. I do not want to draft Kellen Mond. Still have tons of quarterbacks later in the draft to look at, but this is the first one. You guys let me know what you guys think about Kellen Mond in the description below. Also, let me know if you guys have a quarterback later in the draft that you really like, that you want me to look into. Let me know. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. In the description below, there is a Discord link. Come on and hop in and talk some football with us. And last but not least, there are donation links in the description below. If you feel so kind, you could donate to the channel. Kellen Mond, I am, great record, 9-1. Had some good games, but I don't think he's going to have a great career at the next level. Until next time. See ya!